basketball fans, you've got it. On 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. Along with Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. The Rockets look to take off here in Dallas in this Texan rivalry. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons. You know, guys, you hate to get embarrassed on your home court, but that's exactly what happened. It was a tough loss for them.
And I know that's a game they'd like to forget. Sort of a tough day for them all the way around.
I don't see any reason they won't be able to rebound from it quickly, though. Quite honestly, I think this is a resilient squad, and they'll bounce back quickly.
A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. We've got Harden. Jordan is up there at Malone. Then it's Olajuwon, and it's Francis in at the 1 spot. 5 to shoot. Stolen by Jackson. And Kidd with the stuff.
And that's how you take the steal and turn it into a transition opportunity.
I think that's the perfect time to do it, Greg. I mean, those few seconds after the turnover, strike right away because the defense has no chance to get organized.
Malone kicks to Jordan. Picked by Olajuwon. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Harden with the stuff.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
Kidd kicks to Davis. And stolen by Malone. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Rejected by Nowitzki. On the pass to Jackson.
Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful jam. Now, Clark, that is just ridiculous.
Absolutely filthy. I don't remember
on.
ever seeing a dunk like that in a game. I certainly can't remember the last time I saw
I tell you what, fellas, you might not see another one like that one for a while.
Rockets have gone 2 or 3 here to start up the game.
Yeah, the Rockets were able to make it to the 2nd spot in the West at the very end of the season. Actually came down to the last day. They could have ended as low as 6th going into the final game.
Outside, Davis. Inside, Nowitzki.
That's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Big change last year for the Mavs came when they traded for Rajon Rondo. It looked to be the missing piece for him, Clark, but boy, it just never seemed to come together.
You just don't know. Trades are always risky. You don't know how they're going to work out, and I give credit to ownership for talking to the players to see what they thought about the trade before they actually made the deal. That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
And that one's good by Davis.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
Kicks it to Malone. Harden left side. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Olajuwon. And the shot no good, a bit short.
And things just didn't really work out with Rondo here with the Mavs. Missed a lot of games and at times clashed with that coaching staff.
Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
Ah, that's bringing it down hard. Clark,
Yes,
bring it
sir.
down hard,
Yes,
my brother.
sir.
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight. And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
That's his first personal foul.
And, you know, they said it was the injury, but you have to suspect the Mavs just shut him down in the playoffs. They took a big swing and missed with Rondo in acquiring him, but I think you have to give him credit for at least taking the risk.
Houston making a switch here. Yao, he's checked in for Olajuwon. McAdoo comes in for Malone. McRae's checked in for Jordan. And it's Ginobili in for James Harden. Jackson dishes to Davis. Down low. From past the arc. It's rebounded by Houston. And now the fast break, Ginobili with the ball.
Maybe that'll ignite him. I mean, impossible not to get pumped up after that. At least I think that would be the case.
Well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are. Look at them. They are pumped up.
Yeah, they're geeked.
And that's what the alley-oops guys will do for your team.
Here's Francis. Good defense by Kidd.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
There's the bucket. Good. And that's now 6 points for Davis.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
This one for three, but they get it back. And Nowitzki with the stuff.
And a few more points tacked on to their lead and in the cruelest way possible.
You're right. Yeah, those putback jams sting, don't they? My goodness.
Yeah, they really hurt you. I mean, the defense forces a miss and then can't rebound it and finish off the defense. They're hanging their heads in their chest now.
Finley can't get it to go. Rockets trail by 5. No good from Ginobili.
You know, the alley-oop is a great play when it works, but boy, when it doesn't.
Yeah, it can make you look silly. It embarrasses you. And we had a little silliness right there for sure.
Pass to McAdoo. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Mavericks lead by 5. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
You know, it's been a great display of team basketball here thus far.
5 guys, 5 fingers working as one. Just beautiful team basketball on display for these guys.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the floor for Dallas, we've got Bradley. Matthews out there with Nash. Then it's Perkins. And it's Parsons in at the small forward. And with that, the Maverick lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Ginobili. Here's Bradley. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assists.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Mavericks.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
And also knocking down the mid-range because they're making good decisions with the basketball.
Olajuwon's checked in for Houston.
Well, as far as the league's big men go, he's one of the very best at the foul line.
Well, looking back on last season, you didn't know where the Rockets would end up in terms of seeding in the playoffs. Ended up with the 2 seed because they won the Southwest Division. And as it turned out, everything worked out very well for them.
It really did, and had a divisional matchup in that first round against the Mavs. But the Rockets took care of business in that series and would advance.
Ginobili the pass to Olajuwon. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's Ginobili with the drive. And stolen by Parsons. Here's Matthews. Knocked away.
They And, you know, for the Rockets, they had a major gut check in the second round. Went down 3-1 against the Clippers. Came back to win the series in 7, including Game 6, when I dozed off when they were trailing by 19 in the 4th. And was shocked to wake up in the morning and see they had forced the 7th game.
And with the Rockets' last postseason, their trip to the conference finals was as far as they would go. Went out to the Warriors in 5 games. Most of them, though, close ones. I think most fans were pleased with how far the team went last year in spite of all the injuries. And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Nash kicks to Parsons. Malone with the block. And the wide open shot from Ginobili. The Rockets with another miss.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Back to Bradley. Right side, Jordan. Another miss by Houston. Mavericks leading by 3. Outside Matthews. Passes it to Bradley. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Mavs made the playoffs again last season. 14th playoff berth for them in the last 15 years, and only the San Antonio Spurs have made more, Greg, over that time frame.
Yeah, and they had a tough first-round opponent and the number 2 seed, Houston. A good old Texas tussle between the 2 and the 7 seed.
And the officials call a traveling violation. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Nash dishes to Perkins. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assists. Perkins got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Francis passes to McRae. Yao kicks to Olajuwon. Jordan dishes to Olajuwon. Pass to McRae. 6 to shoot. And a wide open look for Jordan. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3 ball with one of their own.
Greg, we've got a 3-point battle taking shape here. Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the 2-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation. The Rockets shooting their 7th free throw attempt here.
Yeah, last season, around 71% of the free throws made. And you know what? That has to be a point of emphasis this year.
And, you know, there was plenty of blame to go around for that. I mean, it wasn't just 1 or 2 guys. I mean, for the most part, the entire team struggled.
McAdoo, he's checked in for Olajuwon. Houston moving it around. The drive by Jordan. The shot by Yao. Connects, the jumper drops.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
Nash, the pass to Bradley. And stolen by McAdoo. Jordan against Nash. Jordan kicks to McAdoo. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, you know, Hall of Famer and 3-time champion Kevin McHale, the Rockets coach, did nothing but find success and win as a player. And, you know, that's been the same song for him as a coach.
Here's McRae. Finishes the break with a slam.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
The Mavericks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And for Coach Kevin McHale, last year was his best. A lot of people thought he could have been easily the coach of the year, leading the Rockets to their third best regular season in franchise history.
And Kevin, with McHale, he's got this team improving every year. His team's win totals have risen as well statistically as I think becoming a better team. Wins aren't always necessarily what determines how good you are.
The defense hasn't done a good job of stopping them down in the paint area. They're setting up shop down there, anchoring in, and making it pay.
Now here is Yao. Got a piece of it. Here is Perkins. Nash kicks to Parsons. Off target from outside. And here's Jordan outside. The shot misses. Nash can't get it to go. And welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. It's been quite a game for Dirk Nowitzki.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half, and he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Guys, he's been in beast mode down low, asserting his will. The defense has been helpless, unable to slow him down.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now.
Dirk Nowitzki yet to slow down. He has 8 points and a block.
Taking a look at the Rockets. We've got Jordan. Olajuwon is out there with Malone. Then it's Harden. And it's Francis in at the point. Always seems the Mavs are able to compete for a title, Clark, but their window might be closing with some of their stars aging, namely Dirk Nowitzki.
You're exactly right, Kevin, because Dirk is the centerpiece of that franchise, has been for over a decade. They made the Rondo trade last year trying for a big finals run, but eventually they'll start to have to build for the future.
No good from Perkins.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there. How nice was that alley-oop? Those two really have a good connection.
Yeah, read each other so well. It's a play I'm sure, Clark, they love to run.
And as a receiver, though, he doesn't necessarily feel the need to go for that monster finish. Just the nice little silky smooth layup.
Francis passes to Olajuwon. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And, guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting them get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for two. Two is all.
Jordan.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that one.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
And they better stay with those basics because this game is still yet to be determined.
Steve Francis.
And with that, the Maverick lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Francis.
They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight makes. A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
Houston moving it around. He dishes it to Olajuwon. Down low. Here's Malone. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Nash kicks to Bradley.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Jordan dishes to Harden. Down low. Can't get it to go. Bradley with some nice D.
And Chandler Parsons, changing teams last season, saw a little bit of a regression. Down in points, rebounds, and assists, but more troubling, down in field goal and free throw percentage. So you can tell that that transition to a new team, new system, new role definitely had an impact.
And he lays it straight in. Parsons got his first points of the night. Rockets trailed by 4. Chandler Parsons coming over from Houston to Dallas, moving into a new scheme, a different scheme than he had with the Rockets. It was his first go-around with Coach Rick Carlisle.
Yeah, and it's not easy for a player to adjust to a coach, a new coach, or a new coach to adjust to a player. That takes some time. It's a two-way street. We know Parsons has the talent. Make it 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right, Kevin?
Yeah, that's right. You got it. And he was ultra safe with that dunk.
No reason not to be.
And guys, as he should be, remove all doubt on that attack.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
Boy, last year the Rockets dealt with a lot of injuries. I mean, the front court and post players were hit the hardest. I think almost every Rocket big would end up missing some time.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Rockets trailed by 6. Ginobili the pass to Harden. Now the pass to McRae. Back to Harden. Dishes it to Yao. 4 on the clock. Here's the 3. Harden's shot is off. And last season, GA, as you were talking about, the injuries for the Rockets did pile up. Dwight Howard was out. Terrence Jones was out. They missed those guys for multiple games.
Yeah, and that hurt them inside. But also, remember, Beverly goes down right before the playoffs. So in all, the Rockets had 180 missed games on their roster due to injury. Amazing they stayed so resilient and were able to capture that 2 seed.
And here is Kidd. Manu Ginobili getting his 3 to go. Nowitzki kicks to Kidd. Right side Davis. Here's Finley. Rockets with the rebound. Yao's got his 3rd rebound on the night. And with that, the Maverick lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from James Harden.
You can see that they're not as aggressive from the three-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half.
Kidd passes to Finley. Good in the assist to Kidd. Kidd's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Kicks it out to Harden. Out to the wing. Here's Francis. 7 points in the game. Feeds to Ginobili. The dive for the ball. And it's out of bounds to the Rockets as Houston retains possession. Here's Francis. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. This is his first trip to the line tonight. And the first one drops. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. 27 seconds left to play in the 3rd. The feed to Nowitzki. Puts up a 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Greg, that's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
And here they come. And Finley gets it to go. And now it's a 10-point Dallas lead. And as we end the third quarter, a double. And the final period of play just about to start. Rockets trailed by 10. Nowitzki is out there with Anthony Davis. Then there's Jackson. Then there's Finley. And it's Kidd in at the point. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. The drive by Olajuwon. Misses from close range. Goes up on the wing. Nowitzki kicks to Finley. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Nowitzki. And the Mavericks lead by 12.
You know, one aspect of their play today.
Oh, wow. That's a beautiful jam.
Even when they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular. And he pulled it off.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now's when you need a spark, something electric to get your teammates fired up.
Here's Francis. Off target with his three. Mavericks leading by 12. And Nowitzki wide open. He fires. Another three for Dallas.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Ooh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
And the Rockets were a tough team last year, but at times it really felt like a one-man show. Harden carried them so much for so long. You just have to wonder if it wore him out.
A different look for Dallas. Bradley comes in for Michael Finley. And it's Nash in for the Kid. Rockets trail by 17. And if carrying the team during the regular season or Harden down, Greg, as you were talking about, it didn't show that much in the playoffs. Harden was phenomenal most, if not Clark, all of the postseason.
I would agree with you, but there also were some other guys for Houston that did step up in the postseason. Howard looked as good as he did before all of his injuries, as a case in point. He has really shot the ball extremely well, as you'd expect. Like we say, he's been making sweet string music all day long.
The dish to Nash. Tipped away.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
Ginobili with the ball. Guarded now by Nash. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Bradley. James Harden. He's checked in for Manu Ginobili. And Olajuwon gets it to go on the assist by Malone.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
Good.
He's a big reason why they have the lead right now. He's made all of his field goal attempts thus far and remains hot from the floor.
Now Jackson. James Harden missing on the three. And that one's good. And the Mavericks lead by 20.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this.
18 feet away, and he knocks it down.
Man, I love to see James Harden go to work and shoot that ball.
Here's Bradley. Outside for Davis. Nash outside. Here's Nowitzki. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
I tell you what, I don't know what he did in the locker room, but he needs to do a little bit more of it because he's on fire.
From deep, Harden. Good. Harden's got 5 points in the quarter.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
Now, here is Olajuwon. Harden dishes to Olajuwon. Malone kicks to Harden. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Harden's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Bradley drives in. Dallas moving the ball around. Lets it fly. And the shot no good, a bit short.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
Wow, he is lighting it up here in the second half.
Nowitzki kicks to Davis. They get it again. Rockets trailed by 13. Harden inside the three-point line. And it's Bradley with the rebound. Dallas has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Jordan with it. Now guarded by Bradley. Harden the pass to Jordan. Pulls it from the elbow. The shot by Malone. And it's Olajuwon with the jam.
And looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Well, I like the fact that we can still see a flicker of a flame burning. They haven't given up or given in. They've picked it up at both ends and right now on a nice run.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
That drops.
They clearly look like a different team now. Suddenly, they've got some energy out on the floor.
Yeah, but it's come a little too late to have a real impact on the game, though. We call this box score window dressing. All it's going to do is make the numbers look a little better than it was.
Nowitzki. Malone with the block. No good from Jordan. Clark, one thing we've seen from these guys is excellent ball movement.
And you love to see that, Kevin. I mean, I love watching unselfish play, and I know Greg enjoys that too.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
Picked by Olajuwon. It's stolen by Bradley. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, and I thought good execution really played a big part throughout.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching. And now time to send it over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson for the postgame show.